Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this week, when you're watching this, it'll be the Wednesday before my wedding. I'm gonna get married on this coming Saturday, September the 4th. So I thought as a special video this week, I would do a little bridal tutorial kind of thing. This is not specifically the look that I'm getting for my wedding because I'm not doing my own makeup, but this is kind of the general look that I do on a lot of my brides that I do makeup for. Something very natural, simple, but like good skin, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so I zoomed you guys in a little bit just so you can see. I have just my normal cream and face cream on, my normal face things. I don't have any makeup on today yet so far. So we're going to start with the e.l.f. primer, and we are just going to prime the eyelids and using the same kind of flat brush that I always do. So with the primer, guys, I bring it all the way up to the eyebrow, just to kind of like, in case we need to blend it there, just in case, make the eyelid all the same kind of color, too, because usually we have like veins and that kind of stuff. Also, I don't know if you saw me doing this, I just kind of like blend the edges in because as you can see, this primer is like a slightly different color than my skin tone. Just so it kind of like blends on the edges, and because it's a little like waxier, I guess, it sometimes doesn't blend as well with the brush. Yeah. So next we are going to go into eyebrows and get those done. I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow and the same brush that I always use, the angle one with the spoolie on the bottom. Okay, so I did the eyebrows. So as you can see, I got a little funny on that one there. So sometimes after, I just go back in with the leftover eye primer on my brush, and I just kind of clean up this underneath side. You can fix the top with like concealer or whatever later. These steps are like interchangeable to these ones. Well, you could do the eyebrows first and then do eye primer, or like I did, do the eyebrows first and then eye primer. Totally up to you. So next I'm just going to run some eyebrow gel through it just to make them kind of stand up, stay in place. And this is just the NYX brow setter, the one that I always use. So usually I do my brows a little more fluffy. For this look, I'm going to do a little more sculpted. Oops, my hair in there. But I do like fluff up the fronts, not like that. So that they're like a little stand up. And this end too. So depending on like the client, I'll do different brows or like whatever brow shape they have. Just so you know, like I look so weird right here, but it's just like the overflow from the brow. So we will take that out later. Okie dokie. So next we're gonna go into eyeshadow. So for my eyeshadow, I'm going to be using this guy right here. This is the Urban Decay Kristen Leanne palette. For my clients, I don't use this palette. This is my personal palette. I don't use it for my clients. I have different stuff. All this stuff I don't use for my clients. It's my personal stuff. So, but I use the Tarte palette. I can't remember exactly which one. It's like the pink one. It's really nice. Similar shades. So we're going to go in with this like light brown shade and then this dark brown shade here. And just kind of do like a really smoky, not a really smoky eye, but like just like a neutral smoky eye. Okay, so just like super simple, kind of clean. What I've been doing lately actually too is taking kind of like a white or like a lighter shade, nothing sparkly, just like a matte still, and just putting it in the corner here. So if I was doing a normal smoky eye, I would put a shimmer shade here, but I find that some people get a little like, not like upset about the shimmer, but they're a little bit scared of it, right? So if you don't wear makeup that often and I come at you with a shimmer shade, you know, that's can be a little bit jarring. So it's just like a nice kind of transition. And then I just take this kind of and blend out the edges. So super simple, just kind of brown neutrals. As I say, a lot of my bridal clients are people that like don't generally wear makeup. So something like this is like a lot for them. Something like this for me is not a lot. Like I could do a lot more than this, but this is just kind of neutral. And then we can always make it darker when we add more. I always say to my clients, I can make it darker, very hard to make it lighter. So we stop here and we can add more later. Okay, so next we are going to go into the face. I'm going to use my NARS Tinted Moisturizer. For my clients, I usually use not this product, but some kind of like more lightweight foundation. Nothing really high coverage unless they want it, or like they have something that needs to be covered. I just find like it's just not necessary. You just don't need it. Also, I usually mix a foundation with an illuminating primer. Just because I tend to not use primers by themselves that often unless someone has like extremely oily skin or extremely dry skin. But that just like helps it stay and it gives like a little glow. I am not going to do that on myself because I don't have any. And this is like a pretty dewy foundation tinted moisturizer. The only thing is we are going to have to build up the cheeks a little bit because I am quite red on my cheeks today. I don't know why. It happens. But we can always go in with concealer after as well. Okay, so as you can see, we're gonna need some concealer. My redness is pretty bad today. I feel like I'm just wiping away more of it. Just that one spot right there. Okay, so let's go in with concealer next. So for concealer, I do here. I usually do this. Here, same thing. I'm gonna put it here. I don't usually do that on clients, but I do a little on the chin, on the nose, just because that tends to be a little red there, and on the forehead. Also, don't forget to bring your foundation onto your neck, guys, because more often than not, I have clients and their neck is not the same color as their face, especially during summer months, because if you're out in the sun, you're gonna get a tan on your face and your chest, but you're not tanning like this, so your neck is not gonna see the sun. So just remember you want to be all the same shade. Okay, so now that I have no color in my face, we're gonna go in with some more cream products. We're gonna do some cream bronzer. This is the Chanel one that I'm always using. We just go in with this, not that brush, this brush here, little stubby guy. So for my clients, I don't have Chanel cream bronzer. I do have like contour sticks though, and I use those as a cream product. And also I always do this on my Bridal clients. I put cream, and then as we'll see, I will put powder products on top because I learned this from Julia Dantis, and she does that and it makes your makeup stay way longer because it's cream and then powder, and it just sets it all in. So I usually go in with this, but then I also go back in with my foundation brush And I just go over everything just to kind of blend it out, because I do find that sometimes this bronzer like doesn't blend in as well. And we're gonna add more anyways. So there's that. That's a little bit harder to see on camera, and sometimes it is in person too, but it just like I said, it helps everything just set in. So now that we've done that cream, we're also going to go in with some cream blush. This is just the Quo Beauty Double the Fun Lip and Cheek Cream. This was a limited edition palette, so sorry you can't get it anymore. So for this one, with the cream blush, I'm actually just going to go in with my fingers. And I'm just going to go into this lightest shade in the middle here. And I'm going to tap that kind of here. And on this side. And I do take it a little bit up here just to blend it in. And then I just use my finger. If I'm doing this on myself, like right now, I would normally use a beauty blender, but I wanted to do it without a beauty blender because I don't use those on my clients, just for sanitary reasons. So again, I'm just going to go back over, not going to swipe it away. I'm just going to go over top with my foundation brush and just set it in there. So it doesn't look like a ton on camera because it is quite light, and it doesn't always show up on camera, but we have that. And then we're going to go over top of it again with powder products. So for bronzer, we're going to use the NARS. This is the Laguna bronzer. This is the mini size. And we're just going to go right over top. And instead of like swiping, I'm going to like dab it on like this. Almost like you would use a powder puff to dab on translucent powder. Just setting that in place. And same for here. Just a little on the nose. And then just gonna blend that in. See that glow? Do you see it? Let me check my mirror. Oh, sorry. Oh, that bronzer is so nice. I know I said that in the last video, but it really is so nice. So then we're going in with the Bare Mineral Gen Nude Blush, and this is the shade Pink Me Up. And we're just going to go over what we already did. And it's the same kind of shade. This one's a little darker than the cream, but we're going to put it up here. I really don't need that much on that side right now because I was quite pink. And just bring it up. Got a hair brush. And depending on the client, I will use a more peachy blush or a more pink blush. Usually, actually, for myself, I go for a more peachy look in general, but for a wedding look, I'd probably go a little more pink. And I do bring this onto the cheeks so that it's like a full face. It looks, you know, full cheeks. That's what I was, not full face. And then I just take any leftover and I throw it up here. And there we go. Okay. So that's so far. Next, we're going to throw on some highlighter. I'm just using the Revolution Soph X palette. And I would just throw this on the high points of the face. And I usually do down the nose. I will also do in the corner of the eye, especially for weddings because you're getting pictures taken. So the highlighter actually bounces back off of the light or the flash from the camera, and it makes you look like you don't have dark circles there. God bless. And then I'm just going to go under the brow bone with this little guy, little fan brush, and just do under there. Okay. So depending on the person's face, I don't powder their face, or sometimes I'll just do under the eyes. Depends kind of like what kind of skin they have. But if I'm going to powder, I'll do it now. If not, I will go back under the eyes and grab my eyeshadow palette. And I'm just going to go in with a mix of the darkest and the lightest brown shade, just kind of like mix them. And I'll just go right underneath here, just to tie it together. Mix those two together. And then I will go in with a fluffier brush and just soften it up. Okay, so I'm going to do the lips first, and then I'll throw in some lashes after, but usually I would do the lashes first. So for lips, we're going to do something just like natural pink color. Lips are totally up to the bride. A lot of times I don't do lips actually because they're going to be eating or drinking still before the ceremony. And if they don't have their own lipstick, it's hard to like match. So a lot of times I do this and with lashes, and I tell them just to put on a gloss or a lip balm. And it just kind of is like a natural look. But since we're here, we're going to do some lips. I'm just using the lip liner from NYX. This is in the shade Peekaboo Neutral. Okay, so now that we did that, oh, I just stabbed that into my lip liner. I'm gonna go in with this guy, and this is the Pure Minerals lipstick. I can't read the shade on the bottom. It's really small. This is, I believe, their matte lipstick. I don't know if they carry this anymore though. Okay. So there's that. Something a little natural. And I'm just going to let that dry for a second. And then I'm going to throw some gloss on. And this is the gloss from Pixie by Petra in the shade Honey Sheer. It's the Lift Lip Max. It's kind of like their plumping lip gloss. And just throw a little in the center. Just kind of like get that shine. Okay, I'm gonna go throw on some mascara and lashes, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. I have added lashes, top and bottom mascara, and a little trick that I do. I did this off camera because it's a little bit tricky. But so you can actually kind of see right here my lash ends. You just throw a little bit of eyeliner right there just to connect it. Otherwise, sometimes the lash looks a little bit funny, but you don't want the lash too close to the inner corner because it does get irritating for your eyeball. And yeah, so this is the finished look. What do you guys think? So this is, like I said, something pretty natural. I would do something very similar for my brides that don't wear a lot of makeup. Honestly, actually, now maybe it's a good thing I did this video. Actually, I really like this for myself. So my wedding makeup will probably be something very similar to this, actually, now that I'm seeing it on myself. This is actually my wedding lipstick, so you'll be seeing that. But like I said, I am not doing my own wedding makeup. I am having someone else do it, so that I don't have to worry about that on my own day. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative, easy to follow, all that jazz. I'd love to see if you guys try and recreate this look. You can DM me on my Instagram, drop it in the comments below, whatever you want to do. And as I say, guys, this coming Saturday is my wedding. So after that, next week, I will not be posting a video because I will be on a honeymoon. Nothing crazy because I know it's COVID and we're not really traveling, but I'm just going to a different town just to get away and do some shopping, go to an IKEA. So no video next week, guys, but I hope this was good for this week, and I will see you in 2 weeks from now when I am no longer, not single, but no longer a free agent, I guess. I will be married next time I see you. So until then, guys, have a great couple weeks, and we will see you later. Bye!